Please be advised that this installation video was filmed in our controlled development area and may not meet job site safety regulations. When installing a door or being on a job site, all safety gear should be worn and regulations followed. This video will provide you with step-by-step instructions on how to install a 300 series door. Throughout this video, we will refer to and provide links to the service and insulated door installation videos. If you're looking at the basics of door installation, that video is best. The 300 series door installation video will focus on what is different from a standard door installation. We will also refer to the installation instructions of both the door and the Apex Smart Controller. It's important that you read the manual for a thorough, detailed explanation of the installation procedures. The manual also contains an important safety checklist to help ensure that your customer's door has been installed properly and in a safe manner. This video is only meant to help demonstrate the procedure described in the full installation and maintenance manual. It is not a substitute for it. We are not responsible for any charges incurred through missing parts, operation, or damage due to improperly installed door assemblies. Only trained door systems technicians should install or perform maintenance on doors. In this video, we are filming the 300 series door with an insulated curtain. However, the installation steps for a non-insulated curtain are the same. As with any installation, there are critical steps that must be taken before any install work can actually begin. Review materials. Make sure you have all components. Review installation instructions and drawings. If any components have been damaged, please complete the freight damage form in the installation instructions. This is very important because if installation is made with damaged product, we are not responsible for any resulting replacement or labor costs. We recommend before starting any work, completely rope off the area with danger tape for your safety and the safety of those around you. Once you've completed the pre-installation checks, install the guides as usual. You will note that the guide construction includes UHMW anti-wear strips to reduce noise and extend the life of the door, and the removable bell mouth does not have a stopper. Next, it's time to set up the shaft. Gather up bracket plates and all hardware necessary for installing the shaft. Prepare the barrel and brackets as usual, but before you place the brackets on the barrel assembly, place the provided spacers on each end of the shaft. The spacers will help ensure that the barrel assembly is centered in between the brackets. Due to the weight of the 300 series door operator, we recommend installing it on the floor before installing the shaft. This is easier and safer. Refer to the shop drawings in order to understand the operator mounting configuration. For this video, we will be using a vertical mount. First, assemble the mounting plate. Take the gearbox mount and put two 1/2-inch shoulder bolts and 1/2-inch washers through it. Then, take two vibration isolators and push onto the bolts, followed by an isolator spacer on each. The motor mount comes next, followed by another set of vibration isolators. Add the backing plate and then the 1/2-inch washer, followed by a 3/8-inch washer on each side. Secure with a 3/8-inch nylock nut. You can assemble the mounting plate for right or left-handed operation, depending on what side the motor is mounted. We assembled the motor mount for a left-handed door, but this door is right-handed. All that needs to change is the direction of the motor mount, and we're set for a right-handed operation. Attach the gearbox mounting plate to the operator using the carriage bolt, flat washer, and nylock nut. Do not tighten the bolts all the way at this time for ease of bracket alignment in the future. In the unlikely event of needing to remove for maintenance in the future, anti-seize lubricant has been provided. Prior to installation, apply the anti-seize lubricant to the gear end, gib key, and inside hub of the operator. Place the gib key in the keyway of the gear end. Slide the operator over the gear end of the gib key, ensuring the keyways are aligned. The keyways can be aligned by rotating the barrel by hand or utilizing the auxiliary hand chain on the operator. Align the operator and mounting plates so that the operator hangs freely on the gear end. Attach the operator mount to the head plate using the 1/2-inch flat washer, 1/2-inch lock washer, and 1/2-inch bolt. Then loosely tighten all bolts. The alignment of the brackets to the guides may be easier if the operator is not tightly secured to the bracket. Remove the bolt from the front of the gearbox housing and install the provided vent plug. Installation of the vent plug is critical to the safe operation of the operator. Failure to install the vent plug may cause permanent damage to the operator. Remember, since we already installed the operator on the shaft, you must adjust the lift point to account for the additional weight at one end. Install the curtain as usual. Once the curtain is up, install the provided lintel seal as usual. When you look at the Apex Smart Controller, note that there are 3 wires already attached. Do not remove them. The control panel is mounted to the wall using bolts. Mount the panel with control buttons at least 5 feet above the floor. Make sure the wire run from the operator and control panel is no longer than 20 feet to maintain warranty. Distances of longer than 20 feet may be possible, but would require special cabling and must be factory supplied or specified to maintain the manufacturer's warranty. Now we will walk through how to connect the 300 series door motor to the Apex controller. Note, all electrical work must be performed according to local and state building codes. Here are the basic connections for a typical door configuration. You can find this diagram in the motor manual. And here's the typical control panel configuration. Again, you can find this diagram in the motor manual. Now we'll power the motor by connecting to the control panel. Match the wire colors, black, brown, blue, yellow, green, to the top junction box and connect with wire nuts or crimp style splices. Use rigid conduit between the junction boxes and then connect the Apex Smart Controller to the bottom junction box. Once again, refer to the diagram in the operation manual if necessary. Then, plug the brake power cable from the motor to the encoder cable from the panel. Now we're going to connect the incoming power. First, turn off the power breaker. 1. Run wire into the panel using one of the 2 pre-drilled holes located at the bottom of the control panel. 2. Route the wire down the side of the control panel. 3. For a single-phase connection, make connections to the A, C, and ground terminals. For a 3-phase connection, make connections to the A, B, C, and ground terminals. For this video, we will be using a 3-phase connection. Review the wiring. Double-check all connections and verify there are no loose or broken wires. Now it's time to install the light sensors. Locate both of the sensor mounting angles. You will notice the light curtain and photo eyes are already installed from the factory. To ensure that the sensor mounting angle is placed correctly, look at the brackets. The angle with the photo eye transmitter and the light curtain receiver is placed on the operator side of the door. An easy way to identify this bracket is to look for the SGR stamped into the light curtain as seen here. The angle with the photo eye receiver and the light curtain transmitter are placed on the non-operator side of the door. You can identify this by the SGT stamped into the light curtain. The operator side connector is the 20-foot cable and gets mounted to the operator side guide. The non-operator side connector is 50 feet long and gets mounted to the non-operator side guide. Both are fitted with mated connectors for easy connection to the light curtain and photo eye sensors. Take the plug-and-play connectors from the control panel and run to each side of the door, with the shorter cable running to the operator side and the longer cable running to the non-operator side. On the operator side, connect the photo eye and loop around. Then connect the light curtain. Push any excess wiring behind the clips to secure. Loosen every other assembly fastener on the guide, starting at the fastener closest to the bottom. Do not fully remove the fasteners. Stand up the sensor mounting angle, lining it up with the assembly fasteners, and at the same time lift and push back. The sensor mounting angle should drop slightly and rest on the assembly fasteners. Once the sensor mounting angle is in, retighten the assembly fasteners. Repeat this process on the opposite side. Loosen the bottom bar assembly fasteners closest to the guide and insert the provided bottom bar flag. Then retighten the fasteners. Note: the bottom bar flag must be installed prior to commissioning the door. Failure to do so is likely to cause permanent damage to the door. The final step is to install the hood. Please reference the standard installation video. Your 300 series door is now installed and ready for commissioning. Please take a look at our commissioning video to walk through the step-by-step instructions. As a reminder, full installation instructions can be found on our Dealer Resource Center. If you have any questions on installation in the field, our support center can be reached at 1-800-233-8366.